It's hotter than a mother, aka hot as balls.
What is going on, everybody? Dirty D's out here kicking it today. Little video about riding in the heat and beating the summer heat, dude. I'll tell you what, out here we're already getting heat up to 90, 100 degrees sometimes. And so it got me to thinking, what are all the things that I do to keep myself from overheating when I'm riding on the bike? You know what I mean? And so here's one of them. I'm just going to jump right into it. I always order stuff like this. Every summer, I order some of these neck tunics. There's a company out here, no affiliation by the way, called SA Company. One of the things that I do is I wear one of these, and here's a reason why. If you're going to be sweating inside your helmet, number one, you've got another extra barrier to keep that sweat from getting into the padding of your helmet. And yeah, you can take the padding out and you can wash all that. With good helmets, you can do that. But you can save yourself some time and some effort by wearing one of these. The other thing it's going to do is, if you have hair that's a little bit longer, it's going to keep that hair from getting in your eyes. I always pin my ears under here, right? So that way when I put my helmet on, you don't get that ear that gets all crinkled up because you're putting your helmet on and it's crinkling up your ears. Here's another thing that I would highly suggest you pick up. Pick up some of these arm sleeves if you're not wearing long sleeve shirts or jackets. And yeah, the whole at-gat thing, all the gear all the time, that's gonna be for another discussion. If you're like me and sometimes you like to ride in a t-shirt, pick these up. Right now you can get these at SA Co. Again, man, I know it sounds like a commercial, but I really do believe in these things. You just basically put them on like this. And so if I've got an early morning ride and I know I'm gonna be riding for a big part of the day, I'm gonna bring these with me. In fact, I've got 5 more on order right now. And I can already feel them. Once you put these on, there's something about this material that's like a cooling effect to it. So I can already feel my arms cooler. I don't know if it's whatever they're going to call it, a wicking effect. And I'm going to show you a picture that a friend of mine sent me. We went riding recently and he said, dude, I need to get some of those sleeves. And he showed me a picture of his arm burnt to a crisp. So anyway, this is what it looks like. Kind of looks like you're wearing a long sleeve shirt underneath. So you're just kind of cruising like that. And I'll tell you what, it is going to help you from getting burned. But like I say, I can already feel them a little bit cooler. So the next, here comes one of the big ones. This is going to be all about cutting the crotch. And that's why I'm filming in this garage, because I want to keep this kind of under wraps. I don't want all my neighbors checking this out, because this one could be a little bit freaky. This is the first time I'm going to try it. We're going to see how well it works. Then we're going to go on a little quick ride. And as we're going on the ride, I'm going to tell you about overheating, about what that does when you're overheated and dehydrated when you're riding your motorcycle, and how it can sometimes shorten your attention span, it can shorten your judgment, it can mess you up really bad, all right? So, you guys ready to cut the crotch? Check this out. And here's what you're gonna notice. The good news is, you're not gonna ruin these pants by cutting the zipper. Most of the time when you sit down, it's right here, right? So take your marker, and you're just gonna draw this line right here. All right, now once you draw that line, man, that's the sweet spot. Now, I've got no other recourse but to go ahead and do what I'm about to do, because if not, I'm just gonna be walking around with a big old line like this. Put the first little cut. So now I'm gonna take an old t-shirt. I got my template here. I just wanna make sure that I cut a big enough piece. So now you've got this little piece. Now here's what I would suggest. You can use this as scrap, or you can try to make a mask out of it. Bro, you do what you want to do. The sleeves, once you get those cut off, so if I don't want to use one of these, now that I've cut the sleeve off, now I've got one of these. Be resourceful. Money don't grow on trees, baby. Anyway, next step. I'm going to leave this one on. Next step. We're going to go for a ride and test these puppies out. First of all, what do you think? Yeah. So let's go find out. All right, one other quick little tip is I have these gloves that I went ahead and cut in between the fingers to get some extra cooling action in. Anyhow, so here's some things that I learned about riding in the heat and dehydration. First of all, recognize that your body is going to keep trying to cool itself down through sweating, and you could be sweating profusely. And if you're riding out here, the wind against your skin is going to keep you from feeling as hot as you probably actually are. So they do say that once you start feeling thirsty, the chances are on a motorcycle you're probably overheating already. You're probably already getting dehydrated. And here are some of the dangers of dehydration. Dehydration can actually lengthen your reaction time. You don't want a long reaction time when you're out here. It makes you a little slower to react. The other thing it can do, of course, it can cause headaches, which isn't good while you're riding, and it can also blur your vision. The other part about overheating and dehydration, it can make you less aware of your surroundings. It says kind of you can start fading in and out. So just keep these things in mind, because I care about each and every one of y'all. This summertime, I want you all to make it to the other side of summer. And this Thursday, we do have bike builder Rich Petoniak joining us on the live cast. It's going to be awesome. You know, we always have the side chats with a lot of creators and motorcycle enthusiasts, bikers, YouTubers, everybody else. Even builders are starting to join, so that's cool. Connect, learn, and grow with them. Come and join us. It's going to be popping off at 9 p.m. East. That's going to be 8 p.m. Central. That's 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and 6 p.m. on the Pacific side. All right, everybody, take care. Peace out, and I hope to see you out there in the Mother Hunter streets, baby.